is Pod Strangely Warmed, a place where we tell the good Methodist story, where we have conversations that invite followers of Jesus to seek after that loving, just, and free world that God imagines for us all, and have a little fun along the way. Hey, Pod Strangely Warm family, we are back. I hope you enjoyed our break. I know we did. But we are back this week to help you get ready for Annual Conference 2025, the first annual conference of the Horizon Texas Conference. It's being held right here at McFarlin Auditorium at SMU, Southern Methodist University, the place where we will gather for all of our plenary sessions as a part of annual conference this week. And our hope on this week's episode is to help you get connected to all of the different places and spaces that we will find ourselves in over the course of annual conference this year. We will stop in at First Richardson, First Plano, and Highland Park to give you a window into what will be happening where and how you can better experience the totality of annual conference this coming week. As always, I want to remind you that if you have not registered for annual conference yet and you are planning on attending, please do that. The deadline was like 3 weeks ago, but we are people of grace, and so make sure you contact your district administrator and get registered quickly if you haven't already. If you want to have more information about everything involved at annual conference this year, the website is htcumc.org/AC25. You can get the pre-conference workbook there. You can get information about parking. You want the live stream of worship, go there. That's the place. That's your one location. Please make sure you check that out. Know that if you're like me and you saw this massive staircase and thought, I got to go full Rocky, you have the opportunity to do that at the end of annual conference. Tuesday afternoon, march up the stairs, do the full thing. It'll be a great gift. People will laugh, people will cringe. What do you care? It's going to be a great experience for you and a way to remember and symbolize we did it. We made it through the first annual conference of the Horizon Texas Conference. Pod Strangely Warm family, we are back on our tour of locations for Annual Conference 2025, and we find ourselves at Highland Park with the amazing Camille May. Camille is the Director of Pastoral Care and Conference Liaison here at Highland Park, and fun fact, started seminary at Perkins with me back in 2008. And so, and we had our first year of classes right here at HP.
In this building, we did, up one floor.
So Camille is a better student than I am, so she started with Greek. I did not. I never took Greek, just so you know. But I am thankful, Camille, that you have decided to spend a little time with us today and give us a window first into Highland Park and then also into what's going to be happening here just down the boulevard from McFarland during annual conference. So Camille, how long have you been serving here at Highland Park?
I have been here since 2019. January of 2019, I came to help with Pastoral Care.
Very good, very good. And in this last 6 years or so, what have you experienced as the heart of this place, right? As we come together as Horizon Texas Conference, some people may have a clear notion of Highland Park and others may be being introduced for the first time at this annual conference.
Yes.
What is the heart of HP?
HP UMC is a very large church that we strive weekly to make feel like a small community. So we have a lot of things that go on here from day to day, but probably one of our biggest efforts that we make is in our outreach and missions to the community, the surrounding community, but also out into the world. So that's one of our primary focuses.
So you're good Methodists.
We are good Methodists.
Absolutely. So many of our Pod Strangely Warm folks love to be a part of community transformation in churches large and small. And that's one of our shared pieces of DNA, I think, as people who follow Jesus in the way of Wesley. We are just down the boulevard from McFarlin Auditorium, where many of the main sessions of annual conference will be happening. When folks are coming this direction, what would they be coming to HP for?
Primarily for lunches. On Monday, we will host over 300 people for lunches here. And on Tuesday, we will have some lunches as well. So you probably have something scheduled on one of those 2 days. And we'll welcome you at our primary entrance, which is at our covered drive-through. And we'll have directions for everybody and help them know where to be.
Very good. You mentioned covered drive-through, yes. But we are encouraging folks to make the walk. It's about 2 blocks or so down from McFarlin to HP because parking will be a challenge for us, as it always is. You were telling us that. It's always an issue here on campus at SMU and here at Highland Park.
Yes, covered drive-through is merely a landmark, so it will just help you know the entrance to use to get into the building.
Okay. Very good. So if you've never been on campus here at SMU, walking the boulevard is a standard student thing. So you'll get to embody your own little SMU student self. Camille, what would you want people to know as they're making their way here? They're going to come in the main entrance, and then there will be directions and signs to find their way?
Yes, we will have hosts here to help guide you along. There'll be signage to let you know where the various lunches are taking place. As you enter the building, there's a welcome desk, so there will be somebody there to help you. You'll also see elevators and stairs, so depending on which mode you want to take, those are available right there. There are restrooms right behind us, so if that's your primary focus when you get here, they're right here as you enter. And then outside each lunch venue, we will have signage letting people know which lunch is taking place in that space.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Camille, thank you for taking time to be here with us today. And thank you for organizing all that you do for the care of God's people here in this place and the ways in which we get to come together as a conference in this time.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. As we continue our journey of annual conference, stopping it in all the places, we're incredibly thankful to be joined by Matt Gaston, senior pastor here at First Plano. Matt, thanks for jumping on.
You bet. Delight to have you all with us today, Daniel.
It is our joy, and it'll be our joy to be here Sunday afternoon of annual conference. For many folks across the conference, they may or may not have a window into who is First Plano and what is kind of the heartbeat of this community of faith that will be hosting us for clergy session on Sunday afternoon. Share with us a little bit about who is First Plano.
Sure. I could not be more pleased to be hosting the annual conference. 500 of my church members and my boss showing up. I am delighted. And what they don't know is that this is the third oldest church in the Legacy North Texas Conference. We were founded in a cabin 1.5 miles down the road in 1877, 2 years after the Republic of Texas became the state of Texas. And so we really are the mother church of Plano. We helped found the Baptist church and the Presbyterians, helped them organize, as well as to help people, the 3 other United Methodist churches that were founded in Plano. But at 177 years old, this is our 4th campus. I've been here 22 years, and mission is what drives, is the heartbeat. This is a church that doesn't care where you live, who you love, or what you drive. We're a diverse group of folks that have a common heart for Christ and a common heart for Christ's people in our mission field, and that is abundant everywhere you turn. And we're just thrilled to be able to host the annual conference, to come and experience just a little bit of that.
What a gift, a part of Christ's work in this community since 1877.
Correct. Since 1877.
I'm
sorry. No, since 1847, 177 years old.
Okay, very good, very good. As folks come on campus here at First Plano, there's some changes underway, some new exciting things going on. Give us a window into what is happening here on campus in this season of First Plano's life.
So the Legacy North Texas Conference think they know what this place is like, but it's changed, and you'll see that when you drive up. We sold off 14 acres, now going to become a housing development. We'll be building some new driveways and a little new bit of parking. But moreover, when the conference arrives, all of my clergy brothers and sisters, you're going to see an inside that's had some real updates and, a sanctuary that I just love being in. We'll be having you for mealtime after our clergy session down in our chapel, down in our gym, out in our gathering area. We will be an intimate group together, even with those large spaces, because there's going to be some 500 of us here. That's a lot of folks.
That's a big extended family, and part of what I'm excited about in becoming more completely and fully year by year the Horizon Texas Conference, the joining of our 3 legacy conferences together. Matt, I'm curious. Annual conferences at SMU this year, and for many of our folks, they may not be familiar with the area around SMU. A number of us got to spend a long period of time in our life there for graduate school, for seminary. Is there a best bite, a place to eat, a nugget of goodness in that SMU area that you would encourage folks to make sure and check out while we're in that part of Dallas?
Fortunately, a lot of great eateries right there in a short radius. North Park Mall's right there. But even closer, one street over from McFarlin Auditorium is Kubi's. German fare from a German family. It is legendary. So swing by, if not for a full meal, at least to pick up a little bit of sausage or some brat to take home. You'll be glad you did.
You've mentioned we're going to eat here. We're going to gather for clergy session here. And there's no better way than experiencing community together and sharing a meal. At Martin, we often say that at church, calories don't count. Does that apply here at First Plano?
Especially the dessert calories. They do not count when they're part of a clergy communion, loosely defined, yes.
Perfect. Y'all heard it here first. Eat it up on Sunday afternoon after clergy session. It'll be a great time to be together before we head over for opening worship of annual conference at First Richardson. Matt, thank you for taking time to be with us today, and thank you and to your team to making sure that this community is ready to host 500 rowdy preachers on a Sunday afternoon when they're probably a little tired and punchy to begin with.
Come and relax. Breathe deeply. You are our honored guests, and we're excited to have you here.
Amen. Thank you, Matt.
You bet.
As we've acknowledged a number of times already, parking is one of the unique challenges this year for annual conference, and we would encourage you to make sure that you have a clear parking plan. Information has been communicated a number of times and ways and is available on the annual conference website. There's specific parking information. One of the things that is available to us is the parking lot is behind me. It is the overflow parking lot from Lovers Lane United Methodist Church. So if you're driving in from across DFW and want to carpool in with a friend to SMU, consider parking here. And we encourage you to then make your way to SMU. As we record this, parking is still available at the Mustang Garage at SMU, as well as the Hilltop Plaza parking option. Know that we recognize the challenge that this is presenting at annual conference this year, and we thank you for your patience in the parking process and your warm spirit about making sure you get your steps in coming from your garage to McFarlin Auditorium as we are on the SMU campus. We are here in First Richardson with Dr. Clayton Oliphint, senior pastor for 24, going on 25 years here at First Richardson. Clayton, thank you for taking time to be with us today.
Thank you so much. We're excited about having y'all at Richardson for worship.
It is. It's going to be an incredible opportunity to be together in worship and celebration at First Richardson. Clayton, in a minute, is going to tell us all that's happening here during the midst of annual conference. But Clayton, I'm wondering if you could begin by giving us a little window into the heart of the community that inhabits this space throughout the week and throughout the year.
Sure. Well, First United Methodist Church Richardson has been here since 1886 when Richardson was a small farming community, and we relocated to this site that you'll be at about 19 years ago. And our mission has been constant. We welcome people for Christ, we grow people in Christ, we serve people with Christ. We do that with our Christ-centered values: compassion, humility, respect, inclusion, servanthood, and teamwork. And Richardson's a great community. It's a inner ring suburb of Dallas. It is a diverse community, and we're just glad to be right here in the heart of it.
We are thankful that you are here, and we are thankful that you have decided to open up your campus to the chaos that will be annual conference. As we're recording this, the chaos is ongoing. It's Vacation Bible Camp week for y'all, and what has been the best part of that week so far?
Chaos. This is good chaos. If you're going to have chaos in a church, you want the energy of kids in Vacation Bible Camp. It's a lot of fun. We're having a great camp.
Amen. It is a gift. We started Project Transformation at Martin this week, and it's another wonderful chaos.
Good chaos.
Be able to see God at work in the lives of young people in so many different ways is such a gift. Clayton, will you give us a window into what will be happening here on campus at First Richardson?
So the laity session will be here on Sunday afternoon, followed by a dinner for the laity. And that will be followed by our opening worship service featuring Bishop Dolores Williamston, and we're really excited about having Bishop Williamson with us. I think it's going to be a great opening worship service. That I know the teams that have been planning that have done great work, and it's going to be inspiring. And then on Monday night, we'll be hosting the service of ordination and commissioning. And there are 31, I understand, ordinands and commissionees who will be part of that service. So that's going to be an exciting service. That service, some people cry at weddings. I cry at ordinations. I think they're special, and I hope you'll be here.
That is such an incredible, special service each and every year, right? Meaningful and powerful. With 31 ordinands and commissionees this year, do you have any recommendations for folks in terms of parking early or anything like that?
You'll learn that in Richardson along Central Expressway, traffic can be a bear sometimes. So just be prepared for that. You'll want to leave early to arrive early because you never know with the traffic. And it's just something we learn to live with here. But I know if you're coming from out of town, it can be intimidating. It's, just use your map finders to get here, and it will all work out. We have plenty of parking. We have 1,200 parking places on site, and parking here around the building and across the street, across Custer Road. So lots of opportunities. We have plenty of parking. We feel like, just get here early and get you a seat and enjoy the worship.
Very good, very good. You mentioned getting to church here, and that kind of folks coming in from out of town, and for many folks this may be their first time at First Richardson or in the immediate area around here coming for annual conference this year. One of the things we like to ask folks around here, because I believe that church calories shouldn't count, and is there a best bite or a place you'd recommend folks either coming to have a bite either before or after the ordination service, or just something here in the area that you might recommend folks make sure they try while they're here?
Absolutely. 1050 Barbecue is my favorite barbecue place in Dallas, and it's right up on Central, just north of Arapahoe. We've got Boca's Italian just south of the church. We've got the Dream Cafe just south of the church. Both of those are excellent. More sit-down kind of experiences. Fast casual, you've got Chiloso along Campbell Road to the north of us. You've got a whole host of Velvet Taco, Torchy's Taco, Spin Pizza, Snuffers, all those kind of restaurants. Lots of good options. Richardson is a foodie town, and so if you're a foodie, there are lots of great options. My personal favorite is Jing Chi. It's over in what we call Chinatown. And the Chinatown section is over on Greenville Avenue. If you have time for a sit-down meal, Jing Chi is an experience.
Very good. Clayton, thank you so much. I got to tell you, as a Fort Worth side guy who does tend to think the barbecue on our side of the Metroplex may be a little better, 1050 is legit and really, really good.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal. It is.
And a great atmosphere too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're excited about everybody coming and being a part. We're excited about being one conference together as the Horizon Texas Conference.
Amen. Thank you, Clayton.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this week on Pod Strangely Warmed as we get ready for Annual Conference 2025, our first annual gathering of the Horizon Texas Conference. It will be a gift, and we hope and pray that you get to be a part of that in some way, whether it's live streaming worship, being here in person, or just praying us on from where you are. We give thanks for all who have been with us on this week's episode of the podcast, and we look forward to the episodes that are upcoming. We're going to have a sit down with Bishop Williamson and Bishop Sines looking at what resilience looks like for us. We're going to continue that resilience conversation with Todd Bolsinger, our conference teacher this year. It's going to be a great couple of episodes coming up. So we hope and pray that you get to experience the joy of annual conference, and you get to continue that conversation as we make our way further into this new conference year together. Until next time, I'm Daniel Hawkins, that's McFarlin Auditorium, and this is Pod Strangely Warmed. This has been Pod Strangely Warmed. If you enjoyed our conversation today, know that you can find us anywhere you find podcasts. On Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, any and all the places, we are there. So if you want to continue the good United Methodist conversation that you've been a part of today, find us, like us, rate us, review us, and share with a friend. so that the good news that is happening right here in our own midst can amplify even more. You may have to speed me up a little bit. I'm going to be tiny if I'm down there too. This is the one time in my life when I'm tiny. So we were over at McFarlin, and Dustin is like across the little roadway, kind of getting the wide shot.
Yeah,
And I'm standing
yeah.
on the stairs, and about halfway through the opening spiel, this Jeep just drives straight between and looks at us like, "Oh, sorry."
I'm a lot like Ricky Bobby when it comes to talking to the camera. I'm like, I don't know what this is. I like to go fast.
It's all. You've been communicated with across HTC. No, I'm gonna start over. Shed. As a shed. Share with a little bit. What is one of the things we do at annual conference is. I'll start over.
Yeah, we're not asking everybody.
You feel pretty good?
How's my hair?
It's great.
All good?
Mine.
Okay. I just like to check because, doing my VB.
Oh.
God is so big, so strong and so mighty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Places and spaces and sharing. Good.
Is that going to be on the bloopers? Oh, we're rolling. Okay.
Okay. He's always rolling. Now, the good news about Dustin, he's trustworthy. That was better the first time.
It was.
But
I can take it.
you can. Okay. Anything in that we didn't, other than the little dog?